Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts,
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Century Link Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to find his tight end, that's Chris Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
29-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
3rd and long, it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll get that complete to Albert O. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Lindsey, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
On the play. Brings up 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's Wilson. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Raymond Calais on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers?
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 76 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Broncos 10, Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seahawks.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
$10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Broncos 10, Seahawks 7.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Carter. And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Albert O, 77 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll roll him out right. This is the tight end, Fant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Carter. That's complete, Okuebuna. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw is Carter. To throw on 2nd down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks' 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. Carter. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run here with Lindsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
23-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
The Broncos.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope ball? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Albert Okuebuna with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Broncos 31, Seahawks 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, it's Newton, and this time he is in. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 38, Seahawks 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
For Noah Fant. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot before break. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Friday.
On third down, Wilson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Operating from the gun, Carter. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Play action. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Carter now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First down, Broncos.
Back to throw. Carter. Throw left side complete. It's Logan. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Looking to throw. Carter. They'll roll him out right. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
To kick off for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, check. 3 down. One left.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
2nd and 5 on the Seahawks 20-yard line.
Now Carter. Off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here's Carter. Off the play fake. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. The kick by McManus is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
A turnover on downs.
Let's go. 60 Eagle. Lost the run. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike.
Off play action. Carter. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike.
Carter on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
Too little, Captain.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Newton. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
The pass.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.